I am so sorry. I created my own. So I've already baked. Okay, so I've already chopped up some fresh parsley. This might be a little bit too much, but we'll see. I've already chopped up some of the eggs, and the shrimp, you want to do 1 shrimp for 2 deviled eggs. Am I saying that right? 1 shrimp for 2 eggs, so 4 deviled eggs. The first thing you do, you go ahead and, if you grab this and not this, you'll get all the meat out of it. See that? And then you just chop it up very fine, real small. Never mind my chip polish. Been too busy. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so today I'm only doing a dozen of deviled eggs. For the purposes of this video, I really don't know measurements of everything because I just eyeball it. But in the description box, I will have the grocery list of things that you will need to pick up if you want to make these. I will also have some measurements just from me eyeballing it. So with the eggs, you're just going to cut it in half. And I will show you guys how in another video to peel eggs so you don't have shells. You kind of bend that back a little bit, it's going to pop out. You're just going to pull out the yolk because that is the filling for the egg. Okay, so I'm going to move this over. Then you take a fork and you're just going to mash it up until it's grainy like sand or crumbles or whatever. Oops. Okay, so the first thing is I want to add my creamy ingredients and my wet ingredients. Typically with traditional deviled eggs, I will use mayo and Miracle Whip, not just mayo, because deviled eggs are sweet. With these, I'm going to use mayo, which is a tablespoon. You're going to use more mayo than this, but I'm low on mayo, so I'm going to kick it up with the Miracle Whip to replace it. And then I will have the actual recipe in the bottom. I'm going to use my fork to get out a little bit of relish. Okay. That's good. I don't want too much relish because this is not the original recipe for my deviled eggs. This is a totally different ball game. This is our $1 million deviled eggs. We give that a stir. And as you can see, that's not enough. So we're going to put in a little bit more of the Miracle Whip. I'm going to go with probably one more tablespoon. Okay, so maybe that's a tablespoon and a half. Now we're going to stir it up again. Now this is not just your sweet deviled eggs. This is sweet and savory. And so because it's a savory deviled egg, you have to add some herbs, because I don't know, I've never had sweet shrimp. Not saying that it's not possible, but we gonna bring sweet and savory together. So we got sweet deviled eggs, but we also have shrimp. So that's where our savory is gonna come in at. I'm gonna add a little bit more of this Miracle Whip, just a little bit, because it's still too thick. The consistency is whatever you want it to be. You can make this easier for yourself by using a blender. If you have one, you only need just one stick on it, and it will do the trick, but I'm okay with this. Okay, so we're gonna add in our fresh parsley. That green looks so delicious. And we're going to do our salt. I'm using kosher salt. That much. And some black pepper, as little or as much as you want. I'm also using dried basil. I could not find fresh basil at my local grocery store because it's Christmas time and everybody's buying it all up, so I'm using that much basil. The shrimp are pre-cooked, so we're going to add all of that in there. I do have some extra shrimp over here, but we're going to leave that where it's at. Okay, then you're going to give that a little stir. Get it all mixed in. I did save a few shrimp here for garnish, so I will let you guys see what I'm doing with that. Because once it's stirred up, you don't know that shrimp is in there. So I'm gonna garnish with the shrimp as well. Okay, now we need a little bit of mustard for the tang. Not too much, because this is only 6 eggs to make a dozen, so I don't want to put too much mustard. That's how much mustard. That's it. Okay, so we got that mixed in. Our last ingredient is Old Bay. Yes, you're going to put some Old Bay in your deviled eggs. However, you're only going to use a little bit. A very, very little bit, because it's very strong. And you just want to pop out the flavor of your shrimp. You can do a little bit more if you like. If you like spice, because Old Bay is a little bit spicy. But I'm only using that much, like a pinch. And we're going to mix that up in there. Mix it up real good to make sure that little pinch gets distributed throughout the whole mixture. Okay, so I think that's good enough. Let's give it a taste. Ooh, that is a party in my mouth. That is so good. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put this inside of a pastry bag. Oh, wait. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to do it with a spoon if you don't have a pastry bag. I happen to own an online bakery business, so I have pastry bags on hand. Now I'm going to show you how to do it without a pastry bag. It is very simple. You find whatever size spoon you want to use. You want to use the exact same amount in every spoon. In every spoonful. You take it. And then you got to be ready to get your hands dirty. And you just drop it in there. It is not going to fit flat in the hole. It's made to go over the egg. So that's fine. And that little tip is for the newbies in the kitchen. Okay? And that's how you do it with a spoon. When I come back, I'm going to show you how to do it with a pastry bag. To me, it's easier, it's more cleaner, and it's just less work for me. So I'll be right back. Okay, so with the pastry bag, you're going to cut the hole out pretty big because you're just using it to fill the hole. Just like that. Our next one, you can always go back and refill if you have more filling left, but right now you want to just put just enough to fit each egg, because you don't want to have an egg with no filling. So you're going to do just a little bit, and like I said, you can always go back. Okay, so I'm going back and refill the ones that I feel like can use some more. All the way until my bag is empty. Okay, so now to make it very clear that you are about to indulge on some $1 million deviled eggs, made by Instant Mom, Miss Nikki. Okay, we're gonna make it clear by garnishing with shrimp. We're just gonna put a few drops of shrimp on each one. Okay, just dropping just a few. Now, when I diced these up, I did not dice them up very small the way that I did to put inside the deviled eggs. These are more coarsely diced. They're pretty big chunks so that each egg is very clear exactly what you are about to indulge in. I think it just looks good for garnish. If you are a person who want like a big pop of shrimp flavor, you could totally add as much shrimp in your deviled egg mixture as you want. This is just the way I like it. You don't have to garnish this way. Again, this is just the way I like it. And our last and final thing to go inside of these eggs, well, not inside, but to garnish, is paprika. Paprika is going to bring a little bit more pop of color. It just looks prettier. Because I'm already on my serving platter that I plan to serve these on, I'm not going to sprinkle it and make a mess. I'm just going to put it in my hand. And I'm going to use my fingers to sprinkle it. Switch. Ooh, yum. That looks delicious. You can't have deviled eggs without paprika. I don't care what kind of twist you put on them. You gotta have the paprika. If you want to get fancy and make this a little more spicy, you can add more Old Bay. And instead of garnishing with paprika, you can garnish with cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper will give you the exact same look, that pop of color, red and pretty, but it will also add more spice. I don't like spicy foods too much. A little bit, yes, because pepper brings out the flavor in foods really well. So you could totally use cayenne pepper to do this. Okay, so that is it. All right, these are your $1 million deviled eggs. Happy holidays to everyone. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I would love to know what you guys think of these eggs. If you've tried them, please let me know what you thought about the taste of them. They are super duper delicious and very filling, and of course it's very different. Instant Mom is always in the kitchen coming up with different recipes, so I hope you enjoy this. And to all my Instant Moms and Dads, till next time, I will see you guys in my next video. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can join the family. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing.